So it's auto. You can put it up
For what?
for this, for your fan. So if you have it up and it starts to rain and you're not at your campsite, it'll automatically go down. These ones you have to crank open, right? So if it starts to rain and you're not at your campsite, rain will come in. This one, it will not. Okay? Do not ever drive with your vents open.
Okay.
They will break off. Okay? So we'll start over here. So here's all your cleaning stuff. And here's your panel. So this is your gray water. So that's like your sink and your shower. Okay? And that's right here, and that's empty. And then black, that's your sewer.
Okay.
Now for your sewer, make sure you're not putting anything at all in there except for the toilet paper that I provided. Okay? No baby wipes, no anything else, because it'll get clogged and then you can't get it out. And then this is your fresh, so I put 1/3 of a tank in there for you. But it's not drinkable. Okay? And then here's your battery, which is saying already full, which is perfect. And then your LP, which is your gas, is at 2/3. So what I thought I would do is, like, I can either give you a refund at the end, but it's usually about $5 or $6 to fill the tank, or we can just say the barbecue is exchanged for it because I used a little bit.
Sure.
To start your generator, you're gonna go like this. Hold it down and don't let go
Until you hear the sound.
until it's going. Now your generator, if you want your AC going on back here and not just from your cab, it has to be running while you're driving. Okay? If you want to use your microwave, which is also a convection oven, generator needs to be going or plugged in. Okay? And then just stop.
What's the difference between plugged in or on?
Okay, so if you're at a campsite, you're gonna plug in like I am right now, right?
Okay.
If you're like on the road and you stop for lunch at like a truck stop or something, you need generator. Okay? Then you have your lights. So kitchen, living room. Water pump. So anytime you want to flush, you need to turn your water pump on. And then with your gas, you can just turn it on here. And electric for your water heater.
So if I want to flush, you mean the gray water and black,
No.
or what do you mean?
In the toilet.
Oh, okay.
Or if you want to use your sinks, the water won't come out automatically. You have to turn on your water pump.
Okay. So it just stays on. Okay, this way. Okay.
I turn it off. You don't want to leave it on all the time. So like if you had to go to the bathroom or your little ones were running in and need to use the bathroom and they want to flush, you need to turn it on.
Okay.
And then rear lights for the driver's side. So that's all the lights that run along the side of it. And then slide in and out. I'll show you how this works. So this is your awning. Now, it's a sunshade only.
What's your slide?
Oh, whoops, sorry, that's my slide.
Your awning slide.
Right. So the awning is a sunshade only. It's not meant for rain or in the wind because it will rip off, okay? So out. It's quite large and you'll see. You just push this button and it comes all the way out. There. So you can come on out and we'll inspect that.
Nice.
Look good?
Very nice.
Okay. Yeah, so you can adjust the sides as well if you needed to. So say like you were sitting here and you needed a little bit extra shade or whatever, you can adjust them with this. But I just leave them as is because it's so big.
It's big, yeah.
Yeah. And then in here. And then Aaron, I'm gonna get you to go over to the other side and we're gonna do the slide and just make sure that there's no cars coming. If there is, just let me know, okay?
Okay. Do you want your phone or?
No, it's okay.
Okay.
So double fridge and freezer. This is how it works up here. So on and off. When you stop for gas, you have to turn it off because there is LP running with it, right? So propane. And so just for safety reasons. Oh good, and it's starting to get cool. I put water in here for you guys to start up with. You're welcome. And then when you're driving, this is your stove. Just make sure that you put the glass down, obviously. And then spark to light, and it's pretty obvious. Your microwave accessories, I have a plate for the convection, is right in here for you. Because it's glass, so I like to put it in there. And you have all your cleaning supplies in here. As well as if you dump, you have to put more fluid in here and in your toilet. So I'm going to show you what that looks like. This is for your toilet. And this is for your sink, okay? So after you drain the whole thing, everything is out, you're gonna come in here, you're gonna take one of the toilet things, you're just gonna stick it in there and let some water run with it and drop it in. Otherwise you're gonna have a smell. Nobody wants that. And then this one is really easy. You're just going to use 1/8 of the bottle and pour it down your sink. That's it.
Nice.
Okay. So I can't imagine anything that you need there, but I think I have everything covered. This is your garbage. And then, yeah, I'll go over all this with you. I don't want to miss anything. These are your remotes for your TVs. I have a Dyson as well. And this is your baby high chair that you asked for.
Oh yeah.
It's packable. And then this is the sunshade. So this one here, I could fit in the space in the bathroom when the slide's out or in the kitchen. So when you stop, then you can still like cook around baby, right? And then I have your vacuum attachment in here, and I have sleeping bags for the kitties.
Nice.
And then this is a futon. It's the same as every futon. You just pull it.
I haven't.
down.
Yeah. Can you open?
Yeah, for sure.
For me to see once.
So, there. Just like that.
Yeah. Alright. Nice.
Thank you. There we go.
Nice.
And then if anybody does want to go up top, just use the ladder. This pops down like this, and the ladder can go into here. This is where I usually kept all my baby stuff, is this drawer, because it was handy for changing diapers.
Nice.
And I put all your games in here.
Oh God, thank you.
You're welcome. Now, for the table, are you going to be using it as a bed?
No.
Okay, so if you do decide to, you just take off the cushions and then collapse this down onto this bar and then put the cushions flat.
Okay.
Alright? And this is for you guys.
Awesome.
Let's see. That's the damage. that's the driver lesson. Okay. Oh, when you're driving, so for the shower, just make sure it's relaxed again.
Okay.
That's all. And that your vent is down. And other than that, you're good. I know it gets hot really fast. And then I put a baby monitor in here as well for you because I figure you probably would want to sit around the fire at night
Yeah.
and maybe hear your children. And then here's all your toilet paper. There's plenty, but use it very sparingly because it'll clog up the hole when you're
Okay.
having it out. Extra shampoo, hamper, and then at the end, if you could just put everything that you did use here in towels and face cloths there, and then I'll just take them out myself. Yeah, just for cleanup. And then your remote for this TV is there. I have extra bedding is here. And they're all labeled for each bed. Okay. There. And then here's your blow up tub, baby towels and face cloths, and then all your towels and face cloths. And then I have a beach blanket if you want it. This is a pop-up baby bed.
Yeah.
So what I did with my little one is I actually just had the baby here. You just have to remember, like, obviously, that the baby's there.
Yeah.
Don't get up in the middle of the night and just go, oh. But it completely encloses and it just like pops open. So I put that in there for you. Here is your fan and your furnace. So it's just on. That's fan. It's loud. And then cool. So you select your temperature and then your furnace. And then back off. Lighting in here is working. And then I usually travel with the blinds down because it's a lot quieter. They don't rattle when they're down. And I usually keep this one closed. Obviously it's a bedroom, but also because it has the emergency exit. So if one of the kids actually pull that open, the whole window will fall out.
Oh.
Okay, so like if they don't see it, it doesn't exist kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
So just
Yeah. Yeah.
perfect.
That's a trick from somebody who has kids.
Yeah, exactly right. And is there anything else in here? Oh, I put together a manual for you. So this is your insurance from RV Easy. And then just your welcome letter. And then step-by-step checklist for when you're like setting up and taking down and knowing how to do everything. So if you wanted to read that at some point, this is for you. Here is your contract. The only thing I would suggest for you, because I know that you're not traveling all by yourself, is next time when you rent, to say that you have children. Because right now you said that there's just you.
Okay, sure.
And you're the only one registered to drive.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's go outside.
That's good.
So, start at the front. Usually
Oh,
do
and you mentioned the missing cup holder.
Right. Video that. I have one missing cup holder. My
Just
grandson
right
lost
there.
it somewhere across Canada. So. Alright. So, we'll start here and then we'll end with the engine, I think. Here's your propane. It's already open. When you pull in to have a propane filled at the end of your trip, you're just gonna pull on the side, and then all propane places just take care of it for you. They'll shut it off. They'll do everything. And just stay even in the cab if you want it to. But that's where it is if you have any problems. Propane's easy. All right. So now you have the keys. You'll have to open that up.
Oh, they're inside.
Oh, are they? Oh, there they are. So the little silver ones
The,
are the ones that
This one here.
these guys right there. Either one, they're about the same key.
Yeah. Yeah. And then we just unhook these. So what I like to do is I always unlock and lock it first. So that one's empty, except for the hitch thing. This gets very hot. Do not let your kids touch it. When it says hot, it means hot. That's running your fridge. Okay? So it's right beside the door, so it was always something I always thought about. So this one here. And that one's empty and clean for you. So you have lots of storage with it, that's
Yeah,
for
it's
sure.
very nice.
And this one here.
What are those?
Oh, plugs.
Oh, okay.
So just outlets if you need to.
Yeah,
Plug
if you
anything
had
in.
like a radio or something and you wanted it outside or whatever. Oh, and I should tell you this why I'm thinking about it too. This is where your water goes. Okay, so if you were filling up somewhere, like at a dump station, they'll often have water that you can put in here with your hose. White hose is for drinking. The green hose that is in there is not for drinking. Okay, and this is where you would fill up your tank before you leave. If you're at a campsite, this isn't where you hook it up. Okay, yeah.
They're the
Keep going.
same, you said, right?
Yes.
The other way. See the little.
The little notch is where the
Yeah.
bottom of the key
Okay.
There you go.
goes on each of them.
There, and that one's empty for you with an extra filter if you needed it, which I doubt you will. Now this one is not empty. This one is very full. So there you go. Now with this one, when you lift it up, there's a little clip right on the side.
This
You'll
here.
want to take the keys out though. There we go.
And it just
There.
holds it there.
So, this is your play yard with the sunshade, okay? Your vacuum attachment is up there charging your Dyson.
Oh, nice.
Here is your propane tank, and it's completely full. Your barbecue brush, your barbecue, and
Do
then
I have to do anything with this? Like, do I have to?
no, that's gonna last like the summer, so don't even worry about that one. Just the side one. Now I have a table for you. I usually set it up right around here, and then just make sure the barbecue is at a good distance away from the RV so it doesn't like burn the paint or anything. And then these are for leveling the RV when you stop if it's on even ground.
Okay, which ones? Yeah.
Right here.
So
What to do with those?
So you're gonna drive over them if you needed to.
So you open them up, and then they're like little tiny Lego bricks that come apart, and then you can stack them and arrange them in any way you want to try and level up the RV.
And then you have your chucks,
Yeah.
which are right
I have what's right?
chucks. So right here, and these go under your front wheels so that you don't roll away.
Okay.
You're going to be using your emergency brake anyway, so they shouldn't go anywhere. But it's a big, heavy vehicle, so it's always good to be
Yeah.
safe.
Extra safety measure as well.
There you go. Close this up.
Oh, and there's also an axe in there.
Yes. And the tarp that got moved to the other side. So it was on this side. And we moved it on to the other side. Perfect. And this is a good way to do a check too, because then you know that everything's closed for you. So there is a ladder. I wouldn't recommend going up there unless you absolutely have to. It's not really meant for walking on. where you're going to do city water connection. So when you're at the campground and you're going to have water and power probably, right? You got full hookup?
Yeah.
This is where you're going to connect it. You're just going to open it up here and put your hose into here, and then obviously their post. And then
You want the
I'm
slide
just going
brought
to
in?
put the slide back in so that I can show you.
And then if there does happen to be anything that you need to tow, there is the hitch there. But
I didn't think so, but
No.
it's good. It's cool to know.
yeah. So then also you have the power hook up here. So this just
Oh my God.
unthreads. Maybe. There it goes. Unthreads. And then twists. And pulls off.
Yeah.
So this one here has a little notch, and this here has a notch,
Okay.
so that just meets up.
Nice.
There. We'll leave that unplugged, I guess, right?
Yeah, because we'll
Yeah.
put it in the thing. This is your outdoor shower. I've never used it, but feel welcome to use it. I just don't ever know when you would use it.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, and then we can open this one up.
Should we mention the damage?
Yes, so there's damage here, as you can see, and we'll write that on the checklist here too when we do our inspection, and same with down there. So here's your tarp. Here's a beanbag toss game, and
It's also washer toss.
oh yeah, and washer toss. And what game was this one? Oh, this is your mat. So I have a great big mat, so that when you get to your campsite, take this out, and it's massive. And then you're not tracking in dirt into the RV.
Okay. Okay.
I was like, what game is that? I forget. And then here's your sewer outlet. This is the fun stuff. Don't worry, it's not as bad as you think. So let's open that up. It's like,
There's also the damage there on that switch.
that's right. There we go. There. Okay. Here, I'm gonna get you a hold of that. It's really
Okay.
not bad. I
Okay.
swear. I do it all the time, and I'm a girly girl. It's totally fine. So you're gonna want your gloves, obviously. So you're gonna put these on, and we have spill rags here if you need them. You're not gonna smell or see anything if you do it right. Okay? So what you're gonna do first is you're gonna take out your bucket. If you can. This is too hot. There we go. All right, so you get out your bucket. There's a light on here if you need it, and it's dark. You're gonna have your gloves. We're not actually gonna do it because we're not gonna make a mess. But you would open this up and you would open this up, okay? So take this off.
Okay.
You're gonna take the end of your hose and see how there's connections there?
Yeah.
You're literally gonna put it on and make sure you just turn it on. You're gonna put the other part of the hose down through here so the gravity can feed it.
What's that?
So this is gonna come up through that hole.
Okay.
It's gonna attach onto here,
Okay.
all right? This end obviously goes in the hole.
Okay.
So most of them have either a rock on them or they have like a heavy metal flap. And you just take your foot, lift it up, stick that in.
Okay.
And you want to make sure it's in the hole.
Okay. Okay.
If it's not, you're going to have
A mess.
poo-poo running everywhere. So,
Not fun.
no, exactly. So when you do it, you're going to open your black first.
Okay.
Always black because you want the poop to come out first. And you want to open it very slowly. If you get too excited and you're just like, and open it, you're gonna have this with too much, exactly,
Touches.
not good. Then you want to rinse it out with your gray, okay? That way it's cleaning out your hose, you don't have any smell. That's gonna be your sink water and stuff from brushing your teeth and stuff.
Okay.
When you're finished, make sure you put them both in. Otherwise you're gonna have water
Okay.
continuing to come out. Put this back on, put that back on.
So
and
how
put it
how'd
back.
you open it? I'm sorry. I
Yep.
missed that.
For sure. So all you're gonna do, it's hard, but you're gonna go like that. So see when you open it, there's nothing there. It's not stinky or anything because this is still closed off. So you're not going to smell anything. But you do want to put this on just in case. Just in case you have a
And
little,
how do you open the valves? Just twist them?
you just pull them out.
Pull. Oh, okay.
Yeah, just pull them straight out. If there's any mess, you have your wear eggs that you can just clean it all up with. But it's relatively easy. And then,
Better than expected.
yeah, just remember afterwards, I fill this up with water. I go into the toilet and I pour water down because the caplets that you put down there activate by water. So if there's no water in there, then you're gonna start to have smell from the bacteria. Does that make sense?
Okay, yeah.
You want a little bit of water, and you want to make sure that you put those chemicals in your tanks. You will notice. If you don't.
So once I empty all this, I go in and do that like chemicals or?
Yeah. Make sure your valves are shut to do that.
So hook up everything, open, black and then gray,
Yes.
and then close, and then go
Yeah.
in, put the chemicals, come back,
Yeah.
open it again.
No, don't open it again. You want to keep those chemicals in there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then, do you want to bring up the
What is that?
uh, things on the bottom, the jacks?
Oh, that's a good time to do it. So there's the jack thing right behind the passenger seat. I know it's a lot of information. That's why I wrote it all
What do
down.
you mean by jack?
So
Right here.
this thing here, are you?
In case I have flat tire?
No.
It's
To level it.
level it out.
Okay.
So the Lego bricks that we showed you on the other side, those are for the front, and then those are for the back. So you have a tire iron that's behind the passenger seat that we can show you later. Here that you just put onto that bolt there, and you twist it, and it will come down to raise or
Okay.
raise up the
And
back
don't
end.
drive away without doing them back up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Awesome.
that's that.
Can I have that video later on?
Yes, you can. And
Gasoline, so-
here's your gas. Gasoline only, no diesel, please.
Yeah, okay.
And then this one here. Aaron, would you mind grabbing the hoses there? And would you mind holding the video? And we'll just put them in here now since we're opening it. The
Oh,
electrical cords.
oh yeah, sure. Would you mind holding this?
Sure.
There you go. So this is usually where I have my electrical cords.
Still running. How do you hold it?
Yeah, no, you can just leave it going.
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, with the water, here's an extra extension cord if you need it. Here's an adapter if you need it. And these are fine for drinking. This one has an extra attachment to it. Please don't leave this at the campground. This is obviously ours. And it's needed for your city water so that there's not too much pressure going in, because if you have too much pressure, it can break what's inside. Does that make sense?
Can you say it again?
This
So, yeah,
attaches to your city water
yeah, on the back, yeah.
on the back. But this you have to keep. Sometimes they get left behind on like the hose
Okay.
connector. So we'll put that in there for you.
That's the power cable as we went over.
Yeah.
What is that blue hose?
Oh, this is extra. This is the cheapy one that came. That was for the sewer, but I upgraded it. You don't want to use this one. It's like too thin. That's how accidents happen. It's an emergency extra. Worst case scenario, you still have one kind of thing.
Okay.
So it's the same as the orange.
There you go.
I can
This
take back
one.
the phone if you
Yeah,
want.
sure.
This one here, empty for you.
Okay.
There. And then this is the fun part. This is your generator. Here's your keys. Here you go. So here's the generator if you do need it. I don't know what you would need to do with it because you started on the
Just- yeah,
inside.
yeah, sure.
But this is it. And
Just
this
to know.
is, yeah, and this is the generator pipe, exhaust pipe. So it gets hot if you're running it. Don't let the kids touch it.
Do we have to show the fluid?
No, I don't. Do you want to see the fluid?
I don't know. It's 9 days. Do I need to change anything?
No. Okay.
What is that there?
Oh, this is the
The storage? Oh, okay.
the garbage.
Yeah.
So there's the garbage can right in there, and then the holes in there.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, okay. That's easy.
Mm-hmm. And then, Aaron, you want to pop the hood there for him?
Sure.
It's 48 back home.
What was that?
In Saudi it's 48.
Oh my god.
Oh, jeez.
No, thank you.
You can't complain.
Okay. So here is your coolant, and it's in the level that is needed, as you can see.
None of the stuff you'll probably ever need to touch.
Yeah, but just in case.
Just in
it's
case.
just yeah.
Aaron,
Brake fluid is here. It's still in good condition, and you can see on the side the min and the max between the two. Yeah, and then we got engine oil down there. I'll have to go grab paper towel for that.
Okay.
And then windshield wiper trans oil, and then windshield wiper fluids over there. That it was topped off yesterday. Yeah. I'll go grab paper towel if you would like to continue with this, Mom.
yeah, for sure. So that's an engine. If you're like me, I don't know. Aaron's the one that's really, really good. He works on his own cars and builds them and stuff, so he knows all that stuff.
It's a
I'm lucky.
V8, is it?
It is, yes. Yeah, which is nice because you're going to notice a big difference going through the mountains with it.
Yeah. I actually selected this because it's gas.
Oh, good.
Diesels, yeah, I know that they're okay. They have good torque, but they're not. They would be too slow.
Right.
They would be too slow.
No, it has some good pick up and go, especially like I've gone all over. Like I've gone across country with it a few times. I've gone down to the States, down to California, down to Chicago,
Nice.
Connecticut. Yeah, like, and so I've gone over some mountains with it, and it goes well.
Nice.
The only thing too to really remember is it is like a big sail. So if you're getting some good winds, it's going to push
Slow
you.
down.
Yeah, it's going to really push you.
Oops. So you can see it's between the lines there.
Perfect.
And then for the trans fluid, we have to get that up to operating temperature. So if you want to see it, we can do that. But no,
You're good. Okay.
So we're good here.
Yep.
All right.
I think we're just about ready for our test drive. How are you feeling?
Good.
All right, let's shut this off.